Welcome back to the Ironman Progress video series. We are running to the Nechryael area so that we can start our burst task to kick off this episode. I decided to bring the Bracelets of Slaughter because I was just using them for the Abbey Demon task. Whoa. And I figure, why not try to... What's up to this dude, I guess? I figure why not try them at the Abbey Demon, see how they feel, and, maybe I'll keep using them here, maybe I won't. It's really good Slayer XP and Magic XP, but I don't know if I want to, burst things for that long, so we'll see how it goes. Yeah, I don't know how many I've killed so far, but it is really nice to use these Bracelets of Slaughter. I know I started with, 540 Magic XP. I've almost gone through 200k, and I still have 64 left to go, so I am really enjoying this. My bracelet is going off. I mean, look at this. It's just proccing non-stop. That is crazy. This is going to be such a massive Slayer task. There's the final count. 314 Nechryael, 72,000 Slayer XP. Yeah, that was definitely a really good idea, bringing those Slaughter bracelets. This thing procced an insane amount. I have to look up what we started with, but I am very happy with that. And we're about to go get our 200th Slayer task. I don't even know how many points you get from that, but it's going to be really nice, especially because we've been doing a good job saving up. That's Sire. I don't think I'm going to do that. I got excited when I saw the Abyssal Demons, but I am not doing Sire. I don't really want to do that as well. I think I might skip a few of these, especially because it's my 200th task, so I will get these points back. I had to skip a bunch. We're down to 1955. That was almost 200 points in skips, but 14 Black Dragons in the Catacombs of Corenda. It's not a great task for 200, but I'll take it because I'll just go do Brutal Black Dragons. Yeah, it looks like we canceled 5 tasks. So I'm about to go do Hespori, and I was thinking, actually, I think the flowers in here just give 1 XP. So it looks like 633, 634. Okay, so defense just needs 1 hit. So I think if I hit one of the flowers with my whip, they should be totally lined up, and then I can switch to controlled. So let's see how this goes. There we go. That's 1 defense. That should be enough. That was a monster hit on Hespori. All right, let's come over here, turn it to controlled, 633, 633. There we go. I think we are lined up and we should be all set. So I'm doing this elite clue, and I got this step for split bark legs, dragon boots, and a rune longsword. I'm considering doing this. I mean, it'd be a huge deviation because I'd have to go get another pair of dragon boots and go get split bark legs from Shades of Morton, which I've never done. And if I'm doing all that at Shades of Morton, I might as well go for all the fine cloth I would need to make all the items for the clue scrolls. Yeah, I think I might do this. I think it'd be a fun little deviation and break from Slayer. I have 288 to the next level, so why not? We'll start by doing some Shades of Morton. Okay, I'm not super familiar with Shades of Morton, but I've got my limestone bricks, my planks, my swamp paste. So I'm gonna head there and I guess either build the temple or kill the shades to get the favor. But honestly, I found in my bank these Flamtar bracelets, which seem like they'll make it a lot better to do, according to the wiki. So I think I just sit here and reinforce this temple wall. Yeah, it helps me build the temple quicker. And my sanctity should just shoot up. So if this is better than killing those shades, I'll probably just sit here and do this. Getting the Flam tier bag would be really nice from doing this minigame because it'd be a good way to fit all this stuff in the bag so I wouldn't have to use... Did it stop because I don't have planks anymore? What's going on here? I guess I'll have to teleport out and come back with some planks, but my sanctity is going up. I figure I'll just wait till this bracelet runs out, or if it hits 100, and then I'll just go get all the olive oil, sanctify all of it. Yeah, my sanctity is flying up, so this is definitely the best way to do this. I don't know if I need planks or whatever like it says, but I'm getting a decent amount of crafting XP from this too. This is pretty good AFK crafting XP. When I did this on my UIM, I would just sit there there and like attack the shades, and it was super annoying. But I think with a bank, this will be much better because I could just bank a ton of olive oil and come back and do this whenever. Okay, we are at 88 sanctity, so I just went and bought a ton of Leo. I can't do this right now. I just went and bought a ton of olive oil, so I'll just sit here and use all of my, okay, it makes you do it one by one. That's kind of annoying, but I'll use all my olive oil on there, and then I can just bank and keep coming back, and I'll probably get like 100 olive oils or something, and then eventually I will start doing the actual activity. But what the hell happened here? Oh, I guess it destroys itself or something. There we go. All right, and then I will eventually come back and start doing the activity, but this is pretty nice and AFK, so I'll probably just get a ton of supplies. Gonna go ahead and buy this flam tier hammer as opposed to this regular hammer. I think I've got it figured out pretty well. So you use 5 swamp paste, 1 limestone brick, and 1 plank every time you reinforce the temple wall, and it adds resources. You get 5% sanctity for every 1% resources used. So once you get resources to 100%, you just chill, right? You throw on your flam tier bracelet, you get your flam tier hammer, you don't need any of the resources in your inventory, and you just sit there and reinforce the wall, and your sanctity will shoot all the way up, and then you just go get olive oil and you put it on the flame, and then you just collect it. So yeah, you get the resources to 100%, and then you're chilling for a while. And I guess the flam tier bag just lets you hold the swamp paste, planks, and limestone in the bag itself, so you don't have to just keep it all in your inventory and keep running back and forth to the bank to get it. So I'm actually starting to figure this out. I only ever did it on my UIM, and it was very finicky because you had to, you know, do everything in the inventory. So you had to get the olive oil, get the logs, get all of the resources. It was very annoying. But with a bank, I can see being able to bank a ton of sacred oil and then just rush through and like get all of the keys you possibly need. Like, that's really nice. You can even bank the keys. So I could see myself coming back to Shades of Morton actually fairly often, maybe complete the log, get some of those like zealot outfits or whatever they are. Yeah, I could be into this. This is pretty nice. Didn't even realize they had olive oil packs. So now I have 1,000 olive oil. So I can just go to the bank, deposit all that in there, and now I don't have to, you know, buy olive oil from him. Doubt I'll ever go through 1,000 olive oil, but it's still nice to have. What is that staff that guy had? Oh, I think it's the barbarian staff. Realized I had this hard clue in my bank. I guess I got it when I was doing Nechryaels or something, and it had me go to the wilderness, so I didn't feel like doing it that time. I don't know how long I'll sit here collecting sanctified olive oil. I think maybe I'll just ride these resources down to 0, see how many I have at the end of that, go do this clue, and we'll check back in after that. But it should be like an unbelievable amount of sanctified olive oil. Okay, I have to point this out. Hardcore Dupe Bug just received enhanced crystal weapon C. He said nah, right? Everyone's going absolutely nuts. He tries to do the KC Corrupted Gauntlet. It doesn't even show. He got a 0 KC Corrupted Gauntlet. Is a 1 KC regular Gauntlet enhanced Crystal Weapon Seed. I'm losing my fucking mind over this, dude. Like, he did the regular to unlock the Corrupted Gauntlet and got the seed. That's fucking insane. Like, absolutely unreal. All right, we've got 228 sacred oils. So I think we are good there. And then in terms of what we do with these, you put the sacred oil on these logs, and then you burn specific shades on them, the remains of shades. Depending on what remains you get a specific key. So there's a chance to get all these different keys. And I think I actually already have a key from when I did this, yeah, for a diary or something. So there's a bronze key. So I think that will let me into the bronze room so I can get a different type of shade remain so that I can get a higher chance at getting a better key. And then I want to go all the way up to the point where I get these fire shades, because these are the ones that I can burn for a gold key, because I can't burn the highest level, which is the Urium. That needs redwoods, and I don't have any redwoods. So we're just going to keep going in there and trying to get a higher level of key, and eventually we will be all set. Okay, so we're going to use our key to go through these doors right here, and I think we can use it to go in the solid steel door. No, we need a steel key, right? So I have to attack these fringe shades. That one already has been tagged. So I'll use all my potions and just spec this dude out. Not working as well as I want. There we go. I'll kill 2 of them, get a better chance at getting a steel key. There you go. That's 2 fringe shades. I had these lore shades in my bank as well. I might as well use them and just get however many keys. So, oh, I need a tinder box. I don't have any money. All right, I gotta come back. Okay, so we can come right over here, and I think we put the pyre logs, and then the Frin, and then you light it, and then it should just pop up right here. There we go, our first steel key. Excellent. So we'll just see what we get from all these other ones. All right, we got all our keys. I'm going to put one of these steel ones down there so I remember not to use it so I can keep going inside. And we will go open all the bronze ones. We're looking for basically everything. I mean, it'd be cool to get like the lock so that we can store shade remains and a cape on our back, and we would need the fine cloth. The amulet of the dam be good for a stash thing with the arc light. So we have a lot of stuff we can get from here, and then eventually if we get some redwood logs, that would be really cool too. So nothing from there. That's a Frin. I accidentally attacked him. Open bronze. Oh, I probably should have brought some alk stuff. Man, 43. Man, we're smacking with this whip. You know what would be a good quality of life for this place is if it said like open steel red chest or open steel brown chest, so I didn't have to guess at which shade of key it is. Oh, that's kind of funny. Shades of Morton, shade of the key. Is that something? Maybe. I don't know. All right. There's a flam tier bag. Very, very nice. So now we can store, I think there's like already some stuff in here. Yeah, it gives you some swamp paste. So we can fill that. Whoa, what's this guy? Undead Zealot. That's pretty cool. Okay, so now we've got all these Ryle shades, so we can go back and burn these and see if we get another tier of key so that we can come back and go into the next room. Now we enter into the black door and we kill these Asen shadows for the next tier of remain. Oh, there's our first fine cloth. So I don't actually know how many of these we need exactly. I'll have to check. We have 2 black keys. All right. I just killed one of those undead zealot and got bleached bones. You use it on the altar of the damned to restore prayer points to full. Okay, and then I assume that's just this altar right there. Altar of the damned. Okay, well, I'm about to go in the other room and I'll use some prayer points and we'll see if I can get them all restored. Okay, so while I'm killing these fire shades, it looks like we need, for the split bark body, I know we need 3 of those, and then I think we need split bark legs. So it looks like 3 fine cloth, 4, 8, 12. Looks like 15 maybe. Whoa, did I just hit a 50? I think I missed that. Ah, that would have been cool to see. And we're almost out of prayer, so we can check that prayer restore thing. All right, there is the altar. So let's use some of these bones on there. Oh man, full prayer. That is super nice. So I just looked it up again, and we only need 2 split bark bodies and 1 split bark legs. So looking at the thing again, looks like it's 8 to make 2 split bark bodies and 3 to make 1 split bark legs. So that's 11 fine cloth that we need to get. We have 1. Shit, I accidentally buried the bones instead of using them on the altar. Oh well, that's fine. So we're burning fire shades right now. I don't want this money actually. The fire shades are the first one that have like a chance to give us a gold key. It's 1 out of 6. I don't know what that comes out to. Like it's probably, that's a little less than 20%. We'll see if we can get some gold keys. Gold keys are the only things that give us access to the redwood logs, to pieces of the zealot outfit. Actually, I think these red gold keys don't give you access to the zealot outfit, which is the thing that lets you possibly retain bones when you're burying them or using them at the altar. So we really want some gold keys. I don't want those coins, and hopefully we'll be able to get some. There's another fine cloth, 2 out of 11. Got another flam tier hammer, don't need that. Man, when we're potted up, we hit like 40s with this whip, man, and that's not even using piety. I'm pretty sure I saw myself hit a 50 earlier. That is so cool. This whip is just an unbelievable upgrade. I can't believe I said I didn't really need it like a few episodes ago. I don't know why I thought that. This thing rocks. Oh, there's our first gold key, red trim on it. So let's take a look at what that gives us. Okay, so you can get the zealot's outfit from this. It's a 1 out of 128. You can also get the gold locks. So I don't know what I thought you couldn't get from this. If I get multiple of these, maybe I'll use them, but right now it doesn't really seem like it's any good for me. So I think I'm just gonna hold on to it. This is your chance to get redwood logs, but it's really, really low. So I think I just will hold on to these gold keys and just maybe use them when I can access redwood logs even easier. Or if I get multiple of them, I'll use them all at the end. It's kind of wonky. You basically need 90 wood cutting to get redwood logs to use these effectively, but still cool to get. So here's a question. I don't want to drop any of these keys in case I do something wrong, but can I get into this room even though I don't have... Okay, so it appears that if I have the highest tier of key, I can get into any room. So real quick, I'm just going to drop all my keys, just use the gold one. Yep, I can get in. Okay, so that means at the end of this, I just want to make sure that I, at a minimum, keep one of those gold keys and I can get into any room I want, come back super easily, and continue farming shades. Okay, for some reason, this place is like unbelievably confusing to me, but I think I can use now all of my keys. I just get like so paranoid because I don't want to have to run through here again. So I can use this silver crimson key over here on the chest and I will be okay. That doesn't open. That doesn't open. Do I not have a crimson? What's going on here? Are those all red? I got a second gold key, so I can go through this door, and then it's a red key. So is this the red in there? Crimson. Was that brown? Is that red? Blood red. Okay, so I have like a super rare chance to get something, but most likely I get nothing, and I got nothing, and there you go. So that's why I think I'm just gonna hold on to these keys and not really use them, because my best bet for getting stuff is just going into the silver room and trying my luck in there. Oh, a tree wizard's journal. I think that's how you make like swamp bark and blood bark. Those are pretty rare, I think, maybe, but that's a pretty cool thing to get. Apparently I'm a wizard. So if I read this, is that it? Okay, there's just a journal, and then read Rune Scroll of Swamp Bark. I wish to learn, and now I can create Swamp Bark at a nature altar. What is Swamp Bark? Let's find out. Swamp Bark is members only magic armor, costs nature runes, increases the duration of bind spells by 2 ticks. Okay, I think this is like the less cool one. I know they just buffed Blood Bark. I think that's like the one you want to get, so we'll keep going and hopefully we get the better armor. I'm sure we will by the end of this grind, because this is taking a lot longer than I thought it would. Hey, we got a hard clue. All right, we'll go do that. And another zealot, so it looks like we'll be restoring our prayer points. There is our third fine cloth as well, which means we are technically done and we can go do that clue. So that's really nice. We're gonna keep going, obviously, because we, would rather just finish this out, but technically we're done and we can stop at any point. Take these bleach bones and swap the left click to use, so that I just use them on the altar, and there I will never bury them accidentally again. Okay, so I ended up just getting 88 fire remains, then making 88 magic pyrologs, and getting all the keys I possibly could, because I was going back and forth and I was like, I don't need to do this. Like, I can just go all at once. So I am going to head in there with all these silver keys, and we will see what we get, and then we'll do the remaining 93 if we still need, what is it? We have 3 fine cloths, so if we still need 8 more after that, we'll get the rest of these sacred oils. Hey, there's our Amulet of the Damned. So this thing amplifies Barrow's gear if you have a full set. Not super useful, but it's also part of a stash unit, so it's just kind of good to have for the master stash. There's another hard clue. I kind of want to just leave and go do this because you can get a lot of hard clues from this, and I want to make sure I get as many as I can. Although I'll probably just do this inventory and then I'll go. I just got back-to-back Amulets of the Damned. Is there a way that I can show? Yeah, there we go. Silver key purple, back-to-back Amulet of the Damned. Again, doesn't really do much for me right now because there's not really a need for Amulet of the Damned because I don't have any Barrow's gear that's a full set. Still cool to see that happen. All right, so I have used up all of the keys except for these 17 gold keys. I got like a ridiculous amount of Amulets of the Damned. So I am going to take these gold keys. I have the 11 fine cloths, so we're good on that end, but I've got these 17 gold keys, so I might as well use them. Get rid of all these. I want to keep one in the bank so that I can get back into wherever I want, so I'm not gonna take all of it. But yeah, and then we'll head into the gold room and see what we can get. Maybe some zealot robes, maybe some redwood logs, which would be amazing. We could add those to our lamp from Guardians of the Rift, and that would give us a big upgrade there. Our pouch would stop degrading, and if we get extra redwood logs, we could even try killing some Urium shades and getting some more golden keys. That would be nice. All right, we got 17 attempts attempts to get something from these chests. So let's see what we can pull. I think that's a pair of zealot boots. Yes. All right. That is awesome. That is 1 out of 128. We finally got one pair. That is super exciting. So we'll keep going. I really would want the full outfit, but just having even a little bit, that is pretty nice. Oh, redwood logs. Amazing. And 10 of them. I think I can fill my lamp from Guardians of the Rift with those redwood logs. So, that is awesome. I am so excited I got those. Oh my God, that's a gold lock. Holy crap. We are getting so much stuff here. This is like the best lock you can get, and it unlocks, that's funny, this like cosmetic item that you can put shade remains in. So we are popping off at the Shades of Morton. I am so excited about this. Here's our final key. All right. Well, you know what? I couldn't be happier. We got redwood logs. We got a gold lock. We got a piece of the zealot outfit. I'm going to kill 4 of these urium shades because I think you only need 6 in your lamp. Before I get too excited, let me check. Yeah, it says you need 6 of a certain log type. So there's really nice we got 10 because I think you could have only gotten 5. So it looks like we'll have 4 redwood logs to use on urium shade remains so we can keep coming back in here. But oh man, that is awesome. And I'm going to go make this golden lock too. I'm going to look up what you can do with this thing. Right, so you take the golden lock to someone called Dompe, but I also need this thing called a broken coffin. Oh, I guess you just get it from Dompe. Dompe is found by the entrance, and I would get one of these gold coffins. All right, so what does the gold coffin do? Stores up to 28 shade remains, and you can wear it on your back, and you can check how many it is, and that's really it. It's just so you don't have to keep the shade remains in your inventory. All right, Dompe handed me a broken coffin. Now I would like to use my lock on you, Dompe, and he has given me the golden coffin. All right, so you can put this thing on, or you can fill it with your shade remains, and you can wear it, and it looks just like that. Pretty cool fashionscape. He's got one too. Right on. So this is just useful if you want to come back to Shades of Morton and not have to worry about the inventory requirements. So here's the big thing what we want to do here. So I want to use these redwood logs on the abyssal lantern. Now it's an abyssal lantern with redwood logs in it. It looks all big and red and bloated. That's awesome. So let's pull up what this does real quick. For when we go back to Guardians of the Rift, our essence pouch no longer degrades, and the effect of oak and willow lanterns are applied. It's a 5% chance to double your contribution points, and increases the point contribution cap by 5%, and increases the amount of runes crafted by 5%. The non-degrading essence pouch is really nice. So I am so glad that we got that done. That was a huge benefit. I don't really need this coffin right now, so I'm going to put it in there. But what I am going to do is take out these redwood logs and use these on them, and then we will go and burn them, which we can do because we have 99 fire making. So I'm going to put this abyssal lantern back in there, and I'm going to go stick these zealot boots in the house, and then we will head into the Shades of Morton, probably for the last time, because we have everything that we need from there. Store our zealot boots in here. Where are they? All the way at the bottom. So if we can get all 4 of these, which we will eventually come back when we can, ooh, a genie, right on. When we can really go through Shades of Morton, which is essentially when we can chop our own redwood logs, then we will come back and get the rest of the zealot's gear. So let's just make these 4 shade remains right now, and then we will be able to move on. And all of this happened because we had a clue scroll that we wanted to do. Pretty exciting that we were able to get so much content done on the account. I had never come to Shades of Morton, but I honestly really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. Okay, we got 3 keys. So this one's painted brown. I think we got 1 in there. Nothing exciting from that. And then we've got 2 red. Oop, that was a crimson. Okay, so that's what we got. And we're going to hold on to this crimson key in case we want to come back in here. So that is all we've got for the Shades of Morton. Let's go look at that clue again. All right, before we go look at this clue, I forgot the whole reason we were doing this is so that we could make these split bark bodies. So let's head into Port Phasmatis, and I actually think it's south of Port Phasmatis. We need like a ton of bark. So I'm actually going to bring thread so I can make these while I'm chopping down bark, because I should have just picked up bark from our vampire tab task. I even have a vampire task right now, but figure why not just knock this out. I'll just pull out all this thread, and then we will go make the 1 split bark legs and the 2 split bark bodies. Okay, here we go. I should be able to use some fine cloth on this thing. Why is this not working? What is going on here? Right, I probably need a needle, not just the thread. I probably need to be able to craft that. 1 pair of split bark legs and 2 split bark bodies. Excellent. All right, that is everything we need for all the clues. I think we're ready to move on to the dragon boots part. Good Lord, this took an unbelievable amount of time. That was 475 kills for those D-boots. Jesus Christ, that was unbelievable. Okay, let's finally get this elite clue stash built. Then we'll do whatever emote we need to do. This was such a grind getting this next step. I better be able to finish this clue. Oh boy, it's a Sherlock step. All right, well, regardless, we've at least built this stash, so I never have to see any of those things again. Oh man, there it is. We got the casket. We didn't have to abandon it. And the funniest part about this, I don't actually know if I've said this yet, but I am stacking all my caskets from basically like 85 Slayer, whatever I started, to 87. And then once I get 87 and get my trident, I'm going to open all the caskets that I got from that whole period. Because after that, we're going to be going to like Muspa, Zulra, raids. I feel like you don't get as many caskets as you do when you're doing Slayer. So I figured it'd be just like a cool way to kind of cap off that post CG Slayer arc of the account and move into the raids and bossing portion of the account, which should be really fun. So I actually also think I'm going to end this episode here. This was a really cool concept. I've never really done the episode idea where I start with a goal, which was basically rush 87 Slayer, and get totally sidetracked doing some other stuff. It was really fun. I enjoyed it. I liked the kind of deviation from the plan. I didn't think I would go this long, you know, and have all this shit happen on the way to just completing that clue, but I'm glad I did it. It was a good time. So without further ado, thanks for watching. Have a good one, and I'll see you again next time.